Now, the Southern Africa and Venture Capital Association, that's SAVCA, recently played host to their yearly conference in Cape Town. That event geared towards promoting private equity and venture capital activity. CNBC Africa's Benedict Parther attended the summit to find out more.
The annual Southern Africa Private Equity Conference was recently held in Stellenbosch outside Cape Town. The event pulled together captains of industry to find out more about investment opportunities.
So SAVCA's 2016 conference is themed Dealing in Abundance, and to us this is a word play. It's an emphasis on the fact that there's been a great deal of deal-making activity, so lots of acquisitions and also exits or asset realizations. So it's a very busy industry, and it's an industry with access to capital owing to successful fundraisers, so it has the capacity to do the deals. And it also sees opportunity to do those deals.
So we're here really to come and understand what is happening in the private equity space, because we play from equity all the way to debt and anything in between. So we're here to network and understand really where the trends are going, what the challenges are. We all understand what the challenges are, and to just understand how we can maybe work together with other private equity players.
Indicators show that private equity investments continue to play a vital role in our economy and offer solid returns.
We're actually quite excited about where we stand at the moment. Private equity tends to be counter-cyclical. So at the moment, what seems to be quite a depressing environment in many areas, I think presents opportunities for us. The Ashburton Fund, I must just add this, we closed at the 29th of January this year, and we're quite excited about where we got to in the end. 2 years later we ended up with 500 million, which I think was quite a good result for us for a first-time fund.
Despite this, regulation and getting African investors more involved remain a key challenge.
There is very much a need for our headquarter company regime to work in South Africa. I think Treasury needs to do more to make South Africa an attractive gateway into Africa and take that away from Mauritius, for example. There is a regime and a platform there, but it's not, I think, yet in a workable position just yet.
The big challenge would be to get African investors, and there I'm talking about African pension funds, and we know there are large pools of capital, and to get those pension funds to realize the potential benefits of allocating to the asset class. But the bottom line is that private equity in South Africa is a very prominent and important source of foreign direct investment into the economy. And the fact that those capital flows continue, 2015 was a very strong and robust year for fundraising for South African private equity, and it shows that those opportunities still remain and that those investors recognize them.
The two-day conference affirmed itself as a networking and deal-making platform. The hope is that this encourages private equity and venture capital activity in areas across the continent. Benedict Parther, CNBC Africa, Stellenbosch.